Do you use the 2-inch tape gun or the 3-inch tape guns? I have a question from ELO, E-L-O. They ask, hey, what do you do with your pictures once you've taken the pictures and you use it to post something? Do you store them away in a file? Do you delete them? What do you do with your pictures? So actually, that's a good question. I've never heard it asked before. I can see a scenario, I suppose, where you keep pictures, but I can't imagine storing all those pictures. I mean, I have sold, I've sold a lot of things. Let's just put it that way. My feedback is like 8,300. So, I mean, I've probably sold, if I'm guessing here, I've probably sold 40,000 items. I cannot imagine storing all of those pictures. So I just delete them immediately is what I do. It's actually how I keep track of what I've listed or not. If I have pictures of it on my phone, I list on my phone. I'm assuming you think I'm doing a computer here. If I have pictures on my phone, then that means I haven't listed the item. So that's how I keep track of it. So I take pictures separate than my listings. So hopefully that answers your question. I have a question from Toan. I think that's how I pronounce it, T-O-A-N. He says, is the shed your only inventory space? It doesn't seem like it. So no, I have a space inside. It's not nearly as big as that shed. It's probably half the size of the shed. And then I also have 2 closets that I use. And then I put some things up in the attic, if you can believe that. Only things that can handle that heat and that cold. And then maybe a couple really big things from time to time out in one of my other 2 sheds. So that's what I use. Thanks for the question. Question from Jen, G-E-N. Do you use the 2-inch tape gun or the 3-inch tape gun? So I use the 2-inch tape gun. The tape is much cheaper. So I've had people just swear by it and just say, you got to get the 3-inch tape gun. I've had the 3-inch tape gun. I've tried the 3-inch tape gun and I didn't like it. But I have so many people say it that I might think that it's the tape that I was using that's pretty poor. But you know, the tape, it is really expensive. But at the same time, I'm probably doing 2 passes when they're doing 1. I know I'm doing 2 passes. The problem is I'm a little OCD, and I might do 2 passes with that 3-inch tape gun. It's not going to do me any good anyways, because I got those kind of problems. But at any rate, that's my answer. I use a 2-inch tape gun, but I'm just about ready to try that 3-incher again. So let me know in the comments if you use that 3-inch tape gun and if you like it or not. Obviously, if you use it, you probably do like it. But let me know if you have tried the 3-inch tape gun and you've gone back to the 2-inch tape gun, which is what I've done. So anyway, let me know. All right, 2 questions here. One is from Pirate Sprayer. They're both about lawn chairs. So the first one is, why don't I do local pickup on lawn chairs? Local pickup for me just doesn't work because I live in a very, very unpopulated area. And the most populated, there's 2 cities somewhat nearby, 30 minutes that direction, 35 minutes that direction, then a small city 10 minutes down the road. But we're talking really small. So if I listed something as, and I'll often put it on there. I've only had 1 person ever from eBay do a local pickup, and I don't have much luck doing Facebook Marketplace either. There just isn't that many people here. It works. I'm not saying it doesn't work. It just doesn't work very good. So if I was buying lawn chairs and doing local pickup, I would be getting way less money. Plus, we live in an economically depressed area. People aren't willing to pay $40 for lawn chairs like I saw. Toy Addict, I think, bought 3 for $1, she said, and put them up a local pickup for $40 a piece and sold all of them. So, at any rate, I have not found much luck doing that. The other question was about how to ship a lawn chair. I didn't do a video of this one. Maybe I will the next time. The way that I do it is, usually if there's the smaller ones, you can put them in the box that the number 7 boxes come in from USPS. If you order the number 7 boxes in bulk, they'll come in a big size box and you can just slide them in there and it works perfect. Some of the bigger ones, you have to find a bigger box, and I usually get the one that my bubble wrap comes in, and I save those for lawn chairs, and you have to fold them over, cut them down. It's about a 10-minute process, but if I'm selling a chair for, $80 or something, it's definitely well worth it. So next time, Pirate Sprayer, is that right? Pirate's Prayer? Pirate's Prayer. Not Pirate Sprayer. It's like well, I better not say that. At any rate, that's how I do it. And next time I will show you a video. Thanks for the question. Question about hats. I was wondering, this is from Debbie Burns. I guess it's okay to say last name, right? It's on YouTube. You posted a comment, so I suppose it is. Debbie was wondering, when you buy hats, how do you clean them? Thanks for the help. Well, it depends on what hat. And I'm not an expert. I actually tend to not buy the hat if it requires cleaning, unless it's, a $20, $30 hat, because that's time you're going to put into something. If you're going to put in that much time to make $8, it's not worth your time. I'll tell you what, I'll tell you what I do. I use soap and water or shampoo and water, and I use a toothbrush. That's what I do. I don't know if it's right. I don't know if it's wrong. That's what I do. And then I drip dry the hat, and then I put it on a foam head or blow up a balloon and try to reshape it. And if it comes out okay, I'll spray some starch on there to get it kind of formed and shaped and staying in that shape. So that's how I do it. I don't even know if that's right. That's just how I do it. And I don't get into the great detail of trying to reshape everything, and I just don't do that. I would rather sell it as is and let a collector do that. They're going to do it the way they want more often than not anyways. But if you want to know, and I don't know if I pronounced this right, I've shouted this channel out before, but it's Cernoch's Connection, and it's CERNOCH''S, and he does a great job, and he does tons of money with hats, and he knows way more than me and the cap guy as well. So at any rate, that's what I do. Give him a shot, see what you think. Question from Jack Doodles. First, he says, I take it the cats aren't bosom buddies. Which one is Boots? I can't remember the other one's name. So it's Boots and Pepper. Boots is the one with the little white boots. Pepper is Boots' mother, actually. So, but Boots is just an ornery little cat. So is Boots the one you don't like? Well, I suppose I like Boots too, but she's a pain in the butt. Pepper's a pretty good little kitty. So anyway, thanks for the question. Question from Sue G. Got a beautiful owl right there. I love owls. I don't know why I like owls so much. Hi, new subscriber here for about a month now. I'm enjoying your videos. Do you have any tricks for cleaning license plates, or do they come to you that clean? I don't have any tricks for cleaning license plates other than, I basically just use wipes if I can. A little bit of magic eraser does a pretty decent job. If there's something gooey on there, I'll use, let me grab it real quick if I can find it. I'll use this Tidy Pen. Those orange cleaners you can get at the dollar store. Nothing amazing. Unless I'm missing something. Some just aren't going to get clean. That's all there is to it. If you have a trick for cleaning license plates, let us know in the comments. Thanks. I have a question from Len, L-E-N. Hey, Kevin, I have a Fred and Wilma costume that I got at a garage sale. You have a Fred costume and a Wilma costume, right? A Fred and Wilma costume. That'd be funny. That'd be good. I bet that'd go for a lot of money. Can you tell me how I can take a picture of each? There you go. There's my answer. There's two. How I can take a picture of each and list the two in a single picture for my main picture. Thanks always. All right, so there's probably 50 different ways out there, and I've used Pick Stitch before. I think my wife told me you can do that right there on the iPhone now, collage or something like that. So what I'm going to say is Pick Stitch is my answer. But I bet you the viewers and resellers out there have a better answer. I haven't used Pick Stitch in a while. I used to use it a ton trying to sell shirts. And I think it worked okay, but I don't think the time it took was worth the money that it might have garnered. So I stopped doing it. But there are some things that I think it's definitely worth it. So for me, it's really easy. I just give those things to my wife and she does it. So Len, Pick Stitch is my answer. But look in the comments of this video and you'll find a lot more because I'm sure they'll put them in there for you. So thanks. Question from Debbie. She says, odd question. Are you a magician or have you practiced in the past? Your hand motions say that you have. If not, you need to. Love watching your videos. Thanks for the wholesome content. So I'm not a magician. I know a couple of sleight of hand tricks. And I learned them when I was really young. So it's actually something I've developed over the last 10 to 15 years. I didn't used to do this. I've done it for a couple of reasons, but as a teacher, it's one way to keep kids engaged. See, I'm doing it right now. It's one way to keep kids engaged a little bit longer. Certain kids engaged a little bit longer, and maybe certain viewers too, I guess. It's one of those tricks, and being a baseball coach as well. You know, people learn differently, and sometimes their eyes need to be engaged and their ears at the same time. So I started doing it on purpose, and now it's just, I just do it all the time. So if it bothers you, I'm sorry. If you enjoy it, I'm glad. Thanks so much. All right, Turner just woke up. Now, you've been up a while, haven't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he just crawled over in my lap here. But I have a question. The question is a little different. Sandra, has anyone ever returned cologne because it smelled bad or made them itch or something? No, never. All the ones that I have that are used, I always open them up and just smell them, and I have never had any problems. So maybe someday, but it hasn't happened yet. All right, you want to hit that red button? Question from Jack Doodles. Why are Pepper and Boots missing from your family intro? Actually, it's pretty simple. We made the family intro before